Senator Schumer called yesterday and offered his cooperation, and I said that's certainly what I intended to do, and we talked again today, and that's still the view of both of us, that we want to work together and see what we can accomplish for the American people, not only in the lame duck, but beginning next year. Also, I've had a chance to talk to the President, the Vice President, both of whom called, to President-elect Trump and to Vice President-elect Pence, all today. Not only just offering congratulations where appropriate, but in the case of the President, talk about wrapping up business this year. I'm really proud of the races that we won. If you look across the country, as all of you know, we had a lot of exposure, 24 of us up, only 10 of our Democrat friends. In a day when the American people clearly were expressing themselves for major change in the vote for president, it's noteworthy that only one or maybe two Senate incumbents were defeated. So I think an appropriate way to look at the Senate races, 18 of the Senate candidates actually ran ahead of the presidential candidate. In other races, somewhat behind, kind of a mixed picture. But I think in a day when people were voting for change, they didn't decide they wanted to change the Republican Senate, which I'm proud of. And of course, many of our members actually had bipartisan accomplishments to run on, as distinguished, for example, from the previous Congress, where Senator Begich from Alaska had never been able to never had been allowed to even offer an amendment on a bill in a whole 6-year term. We opened the Senate up. We gave people an opportunity to express themselves, to offer their ideas. In the case of several of our members, there were important accomplishments for their states that they were able to talk about during the course of the campaign. I want to particularly congratulate President-elect Trump. I think we all agree this is a stunning election, and clearly an indication the American people would like to try something new. And I know the Speaker shares my view that we would like to see the country go in a different direction, and intend to work with him to change courses, to change the course for America. He will have an opportunity to fill the Supreme Court vacancy. As you know, I said in February of this year, to a hail of controversy, that I thought it best that the American people decide who made this appointment to the Supreme Court. I thought I was on pretty firm footing in doing that. It had been 80 years since a vacancy created in the middle of a presidential election year was confirmed by the Senate. You'd have to go back to 1888 to find the last time a vacancy on the Supreme Court in the middle of a presidential election year was confirmed by a Senate of the opposite party of the president. And so the American people have spoken, and President Trump will send us a nominee, I assume, early next year.